Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I was 16 going on 17. There was a boy in my town who said that he thought I was amazing. He began to write me letters of love. He told me that he thought I was wonderful, that I was smart, that I was beautiful, that I was kind. He said that he wanted to be able to spend his life with me. Like all kids do, I was so excited that I shared this with a friend. And she immediately shared it with an elder in our community. And they called me in and sat me down. This elder told me that this young man was from an important family. And people in important families look for important people to love. That if he loved me, if he wanted me, it was only for one thing, and that one thing was sex, because nobody would want me that way. She informed me that because I was dark and fat and from a poor family. She actually said to my face that my mother was a nobody, an alcoholic, and there's no way this boy from an important family would want a nobody like me. I somehow believed that. I believed it because I believed in them, and they had convinced me that they loved me and they were just trying to protect me. And so I rejected this man's attention, this young man. I wouldn't respond to any of his letters, any of his messages. One day he came to my house, and I was there at the door, and I looked at him and I said, "I don't want to talk to you anymore. You don't want me." And he said, "That's not true." And with tears in his eyes and tears in my eyes, I shut the door on him and his heart. Years later, I went away to college, and I began to see, the more I distanced myself from that kind of thinking, that maybe it wasn't true, but I loved them and I believed them. I wrote my dissertation on colorism, the impact of prejudicial and preferential treatment based on skin color differences in same-race people. I came to understand that when you could understand that kind of treatment within groups, you could better see it across groups. This thing starts out here, but it's maintained within here. I began to see it in my white sisters, where they compare each other by hair color and weight and who they've married and how big the ring is and how fancy the wedding is and how fancy the gender reveal is. I see it in my white brothers, who look to whose wife has what and what kind of car they drive and which clubs they belong to, and my black brothers, who compare themselves on only what is given. This strength, bravado, form of whatever, and how much you have, and this and that, and who you're with, and how many of them they are. This thing starts outside of us, but it's maintained within us and by us. And this cult of belief that says we are not worthy is the biggest lie perpetrated on those with the brightest of lights, because we all have bright lights, but we need each other to see. But if I can diminish your light, and you in turn diminish my light, then we'll never believe the truth that we are all beautiful, amazing, miraculous, wonderful beings of light. We will never come to see that no matter how we differ, we are connected. But if I can diminish you because someone diminished me, then I win. You don't win that way. This narcissistic trickle-down effect is affecting all of us into believing that there is some separation. Nobody can tell me now that I'm not beautiful. No one can tell me that I'm not loved. I know this for true. But there are moments when I slip into, am I good enough? And the moment I begin to think for a millisecond somebody walks into my life to remind me how worthy I am. The blessing of this pandemic for me was to give me an opportunity to tell you how worthy you are, how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, just as you are. So today, November 12th, 2020, 9 months after this thing started, and I thought I'd be back out, celebrating my 60th with my family and friends on an island somewhere. I am so grateful and so happy, because I don't need any of that today. I'm going to do it next year. But today, I am complete. I am whole. I am healthy. I am loved. And you are too. I have no intentions of going anywhere. I'll be here to let you know every single day that I love you.